Well, a big home state loss thins the herd for the GOP race for president as the frontrunners on both parties they really hold their ground. Marco Rubio, though, calling it quits with Donald Trump picking up wins in Florida, Illinois, North Carolina last Tuesday. But Trump did not carry Ohio. That state's Governor John Kasich's campaign, they picked up steam with a win there. Meantime, on the Democratic side, Hillary Clinton built on her lead with what could be a primary sweep. As of this taping, results in Missouri were just too close to call for both parties. Now, to the debate over climate change. Democrats say it's one of the most important issues facing the nation. Republicans differ, though, on how much action the government should take. Ike Diaz looks at both sides.
Among the major issues being debated on the campaign trail, climate change is one of the most polarizing.
For Democrats, climate change, imposing regulations to reduce the amount of carbon in the environment is a top issue.
In August, President Obama unveiled a plan to reduce carbon pollution from power plants. 3 months later, he rejected the controversial Keystone XL pipeline.
Unchecked climate change can lead to serious heat waves, droughts, sea level rise, extreme weather events.
Greg Dotson of the Center for American Progress says the time for action is now.
There are solutions. They are available today if policymakers will embrace them.
These policies really won't do anything to mitigate global temperatures.
Nick Loris of the Heritage Foundation argues more regulations do little for the environment and end up hurting the economy.
Because energy is a necessary component for everything we make and everything we do, you'll be hit when you go to the grocery store, when you go to the Home Depot.
Josh Kraushar of the National Journal says a candidate's position on climate change could be a double-edged sword.
The risk is if you get too far to the left on the issue and you sound too much like you're focused on the environment over the economy, it could be a vulnerability in a general election. For the Republicans, the vulnerability is that they sound like they're not talking about science, they're not dealing with the issue in an empirical way.
In December, nearly 200 countries approved an accord to reduce greenhouse gas emissions. In Washington, I'm Ike Diaz.
So thanks. The international agreement calls on both poor and rich countries to cut greenhouse gas pollution and aims to keep global temperatures from rising another 2 degrees Fahrenheit between now and the year 2100. The latest poll numbers show familiar faces and a newcomer at the top of the race for Baltimore mayor. Leading the pack, State Senator Catherine Pugh, followed by former Mayor Sheila Dixon. Businessman David Warnock, who's done a lot of early TV advertising, is the only other candidate in double digits. Now, people surveyed listed the ability to fight crime, honesty, and ethics as traits that they want in the next mayor. The poll was conducted by the Baltimore Sun and the University of Baltimore. Now, if candidates for Baltimore mayor want this job, they'll need to interview for it. That's what the group Black Girls Vote has organized for each person running. Rather than holding a forum, the group will hold interviews for those wanting to lead the city. The mayoral job interview and expo will be held at Western High School on Monday, March the 21st from 5 to 9 p.m. Well, former felons can now register to vote.
We want to vote!
A number of previously convicted felons and advocates recently rallied outside the Board of Elections building here in Baltimore. Those who wish to register as voters were granted the opportunity, but advocates say for some it takes convincing to restore faith in the government.
There's much mistrust that has been built amongst the communities and just government structures, and so many times part of engaging people is encouraging and just kind of making it clear that there is a path to some kind of justice.
Earlier this year, the General Assembly overrode the governor's veto of the felon voting rights bill that allows some 40,000 felons to register to vote. And just a reminder, voters here in Maryland can cast their ballots in their party's primary on April the 26th. Well, from the race for president, the race for mayor, follow the campaign trail right on the WBAL TV mobile app. See where the candidates stand on the issues before you head out to the polls.